This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Looking for Christian Watson that time, and it's 3rd and 5. You look at this Raiders defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Lance. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Now Lance again.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Now a give, right side. Carney, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
The Packers at 0-5, just a dismal start to the year. And they come in pretty desperate here for a win.
And think about this too, partner. We have not heard the dreaded vote of confidence yet from management. So when a team's 0-5, everyone starts wondering about their jobs. Will they still have one? That's coaches on down. They've got to find a way to throw that out of their minds and band together and play better football.
You look at this Raiders defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
That will throw here to his running back.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, here we go, Michael. Oh, he just snapped out there, but he's got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Up the middle they go. Carney. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
It's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Tyree Wilson using that athletic ability to make the play. 3rd and 19.
They're going to look to throw.
Here's one deep for Pickens. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
And it's fielded at the 34. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go for a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And Lance now to throw.
Looking middle, that's complete.
And the Raiders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready.
From the gun, it's Lance.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was, or whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that goes to the goal line. If you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a pitch comes to Lewis. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give them 12 yards that time at a Las Vegas first.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Lance looking to throw it.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Now Lance.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones.
And they're going to get him. They bring him out of the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Back at the 16 now after the sack. Here's 3rd and goal.
On play action, Lance.
Being chased out left. Complete. This is Lewis. Touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No. And now off to the races, down the right side. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down now, Carney. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win. And
rush coming, and he's taken down.
That's Dorian Williams who got there for the sack.
So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3-and-out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more.
There he goes, right side. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Raiders.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Minka Fitzpatrick on the tackle. 1 yard gain.
2nd and 9.
2nd and 9. At the 24-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coach.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball games.
And now off to the races, down the right side.
Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson.
89 yards.
And the Packers get a bit closer.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look and repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
In his own end zone, it's Lance. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A great play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield, try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he'll be out of bounds downs near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a first down.
First down, Raiders.
The Lance going to throw.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
More than one defender there. That's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now. And this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. To throw, it's Lance.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 85 yards. And here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
A final shot before half for Lance.
He's got a man complete.
Look at the big man rumble.
And he'll be taken down at the 26. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
17.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And they're going to motion Dotson to the left.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here's Lance.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can not afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And some space here. And they'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
2nd and 10.
Now back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
A 2nd down run with Lewis.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Here we go. Set.
Lance now on 1st down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
And Lance will try again on second down.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Packers' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Back to throw again. And my goodness, another interception. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Throwing now is Lance.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, it's Lewis. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
2nd and goal from the 1.
And now they'll throw with Lance.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Packers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. They'll still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Well, it's pretty evident that's not the way you want to try and establish momentum ahead of a possible 4th quarter comeback, because you needed points there, at least something to build on for your next series. That was neither. Instead, it's a huge play for a defense that now has no doubt it can finish this game off.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Lance. That one complete out to Dotson.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance.
Caught right side, it's Lewis. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And Lance now to throw.
This will be caught just inside the 10. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Here's a quick throw out wide by Lance, complete.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now they send a man in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. This from 25 yards out. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about... He's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this...
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Raiders are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Shotgun handoff for Lewis.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 15. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something.
And now here is another interception. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. On third down, here's Coleman. Taking it right down Broadway. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now Lewis here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Lance looking to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Raiders. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Packers 25.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Way to make a play.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the fourth quarter. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
All right, now, let's get in that end zone.
He'll look to throw. Now we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And they get the will set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A carry here for the big tight end. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Now a give right side, Coleman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Carlson able to put this one through.
Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season. But on game day,